Hey everybody, this is Joy, your confidence coach over at curvesofjoy.com, helping you get confident in every aspect of your life. Happy Sunday. I see the sun is shining bright. Happy Sunday. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, depending on which part of the world that you're in right now. Wanted to stop in today and talk about relationships and the importance of loving yourself first. And I wanted to touch bases on this because I myself have a friend that I met about a year ago during my relocation process. And very good man, has husband qualities. We had great conversation and great communication. And this will be our third time, not one, not two, but our third time attempting to grow our relationship into something else and try a long distance relationship until we are able to come together and become one unit. We have tried this now 3 times unsuccessfully. And for the first 2 times, we kept coming back to each other, asking the question like, why can't we move forward? And even if when we split, why can't we just stay split? Why do we keep revisiting the same situation? So I wanted to share with you guys something that we both discovered through learning to communicate effectively. And what we discovered was we had this really in-depth conversation where, I was just kind of asking him some serious questions, and basically he finally let me know that during the last year a lot of things had happened for him, a lot of things that he was not happy with. And what had happened is, at this particular time in his life, he was not feeling like he was where he should be as a man of his age, and he just really wasn't happy about where he was as a man. And when I heard him say that, when he made the comment to me, he was making the comment to me in the conversation of business, because we talk about business a lot because he's a business owner. But when he said it, I immediately connected it to why we had not been able to move forward and blossom as a couple. And when he said it, the light bulb came on, and I said, you know what? I said, now I see why we keep stopping ourselves from blossoming, why we're not able to move and go forward and become the couple that we would like to be. And so he said, okay, I want to listen to what you have to say. And I told him this. I said, listening to what you're saying, basically, if you are not happy where you are in your life right now as a man, there is no way possible that you're able to give me what I need or what our relationship will need in order for us to grow. That's the problem. That's the issue. And when I said it, he said, you know what, Joy? You're absolutely right. And I told him, I said, okay, well, if that was the issue, why didn't you just explain that to me? And so he said, I didn't know that was the issue until I actually heard you say it. And I wanted to share this with you guys because I really want a lot of women to understand that it is really important for us to learn to love ourselves first. And I say this because I could have told him, well, you know what, babe? I'm willing to accept whatever you're able to give me until you get to the point where you feel like you can give me 100%. So I'll go ahead and I'll take that 10%, or I'll go ahead and I'll take that 5% that you're giving me until you get to the point where you feel like you can give me 100%. I'm willing to take those little percentages until I'm able to get what it is that I truly desire. I could have accepted that, but instead of accepting that, I told him, I said, you know what? I completely respect the fact that we were able to have this conversation, and you were able to be honest with me, and I allowed myself to hear you effectively and hear you saying that right now, even though this is something that you want to do, you are not in the place to give me 100%. And because of that, as a woman, I am going to step back and give you the space that you need to get where you need to be. Because if I decide to stay in this situation and accept anything, it wouldn't be fair to me. It wouldn't be fair to you. And I don't want to accept anything less than 100%. Because I know that as a woman and who I am going to give you nothing less than 100%. So in order for us to grow and for us both to feel like we're giving each other everything that we both deserve, you need to take some time for yourself. Get your priorities in order. Get your businesses in order. Get your financial situations in order. Whatever's out of place needs to be put in order before you can move forward and decide that you want to love someone else. We have to learn to love ourselves first. We have to learn to give ourselves what we need first before we can reach out and try to love or give someone else some love. That is the bottom line. You are not going to be able to give someone that love that they need until you're at a place where you're happy in your life, you're financially set in your life, you're emotionally set in your life, you're spiritually set in your life, you're emotionally, just ready for everything that comes with putting 100% into a relationship. Otherwise, you're going to be sending people mixed messages. One day you're going to want to be in a relationship for a few days. Then the following week, you're just going to want to be friends. And then the next week, you're going to want to be in a relationship. The next week, you're just going to want to be friends. The following week, you don't know what you want to do. You don't want to talk to nobody about nothing because you're unsure of yourself right now. You're not in a happy place right now. If you're not in a happy place right now, the person that you're attempting to give that love to, that you haven't even taken the time to give yourself, they're not going to feel that. And it's just going to cause your relationship to dwindle and fall apart. It's a domino effect. So I appreciate the fact that we were able to communicate effectively. And I stress this to couples all the time, the importance of being able to sit down, listen to each other. Don't just talk at each other. When one is when one is talking, make sure you're actively listening to what they're saying. And if you ever get to a point where you don't understand what they're saying, just ask them to repeat it, or just say, you know what, I want to make sure I understand what you're saying, and repeat back what you heard, because sometimes what we hear and what your spouse is actually saying are two different things. Okay, so that is my video for today. I was supposed to have a special guest, but things didn't pan out the way I wanted it to, but I still was dedicated to uploading this video for you guys. And again, today's topic was learning to love yourself first. And again, this is Joy Lynn. I am your confidence coach over at Curves of Joy. You can find me at www.curvesofjoy.com. And you can find me all across social media at Curves of Joy. And I hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday. And thanks for tuning in. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good day. Bye-bye.